Hey people, Pranksaman here, working on another part, working towards getting the tracks on. Take longer than I thought. I got a lot to do, I guess. So this part I'll be working on sprocket axles. I'm welding threads on the ends, pretty much just bolts welded to the end of the shafts. I want to lock the shafts in place with spacers, and I don't want to use those lock collars because they dig into the shaft and it's kind of hard to remove. So I'm going to fill the whole shaft up with spacers using black pipe and use the ends to lock it in. So let me show you how I did it. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Just exit it and set the bolt in the center. You can see better where the center is if you have an X. Just even out the lines. Pretty easy to see that it's well, in the center. Okay, next step is to do this side and then grind down the welds so the axle will fit through the bearings. Start making spacers with the pulleys and the rotor on there. I'll be back. Okay, before I weld this sucker together, I'll show you what I mean about Xing it. Setting the bolt on there, how well you could see it. I don't know if you get it on the camera. Maybe further away? I don't know. Okay, end result. Inside's a different story though. It's doing that because that's the end that I cut to shorten the axles. This one's the same way for some reason. That one wobbles, and then that one's straight. Go figure. It's okay. On here I'm going to be putting caps in on this end, and on the other end for the sprockets I'll be making like a spinner or something. Okay. Next step is I gotta make the spacers. Okay, it's been a couple days since I last recorded, so I'll give you an update on where I'm at. Got all spacers in place. I got everything on the axles. Welded bolts to the end of the axles. And I even made spinners for them. They work. I've been getting poked by them for who knows how long since I made them. So everything's solid. They're not going to move around. Still got to put the keys in the axles. Okay, for the suspension I mounted chains onto them from the A-frame to the guide channels. I could also change the levels by loosening the nut and putting it on a different link. So, I'll show you. So that's how I'm going to change ride heights. And of course I got the mounts for the air shocks all squared away. Only thing left are the stops. The stops are going to go right here maybe. If I put them on there, I don't know if I'll need them. So okay, that's where I'm at. I don't know what I'll do next, but okay. We'll see. Show you what else I did. Cut the guide channel down the size so it's before the ramps here. I still need to put on 2 extensions for the guide channel to keep it from rolling, but I'm going to see if I can get the tracks on there. All that stuff I mentioned that I still need to do, I'm pretty far along to where I can see if I can get those on there. I'm dying to see if they work. Okay, I'm going to put this camera on a tripod and you guys can watch.